After the last unsuccessful try to play where my hotkeys were not there, so my hotkey setup I named my setup 2 wasn't loading, I'm playing again on the Asian server, and I did some changes. So I worked out how to go through these, create control group orders that I didn't use previously, so I just kind of went after these with the low keys. So from Z to the question mark, there are the slash in this case, and it was exactly 10 keys and on the lower part of the keyboard, and it kind of worked out nicely. Obviously I'm not sure how this will work because some of these would need 2 hands to execute, but I won't be doing this often, hopefully, and if it's a hindrance I'll just have to think of something else entirely. In any case, everything seems to be in order. My setup 2 is activated now, as you can see, and hopefully these kind of bugs won't happen too often. Now it's time to play a match with the Protoss. So let's go into this game. Due to the fact that the last time I had to leave the game, I did lost some MMR, though, but my MMR is still reasonably kind of fine. And even if kind of it looks like it's Silver League, most of the people know how to play at around this level anyway, so it's not like just walking in a park. Even if it may look like that, it's really not. I can't seem to find MMR. Okay, so that's the MMR matchmaking rating, 2700. So for as long as it's approximately 3000 or 280, it's fine. So here I'm going to face a Silver League player, a Terran, with my Protoss race. Okay, it's time to start queuing up locations first of all, and secondly I'll be heading here where I'm going to place the pylon. Okay, that's done. It may take some time for this to finish, so I have to wait through this. And the pylon should finish. Done. It's here. And now the gateway. So the things do look a little bit more familiar now, which is the exact way it should be, without a doubt. That's good. Here I'll start with that. Also, I'll be saving enough money for another Nexus, and it's that. I'm building these troops. I'll need enough gas for stalkers. And now the cybernetics core. A building that requires more priority than the Nexus, but even if it's kind of a matter of a couple of seconds though. Now the next thing I need here, go to the main base, build me a pylon.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay. So here it's built, but I won't be able to build that stalker just yet. Also, I'll move in for a warp gate research, and I just got enough cash, so I could go for that as well. A shield battery. Oh no, oh no. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I need that stalker, and I need that stalker now. So things are not gonna be going easy, as you can see.
I'm here in the shadows.
The stalker needs to start showing himself up. Here I need to hunt down everybody. Also, that enemy of mine has fallen. Okay, so that was a nice thing to see. Also, what do I want to go for? I'm just gonna focus on ground for now, and let's keep this place safe. Okay, by building stalkers. Here 3 need to move in, and I'm consistently building more water gates. Maybe not the best efficient way to spend money, but that's what I kind of chose to do now. Also, I'm trying to fill this up with troops, and I need
Research complete.
a war prism, so I have to build this. Also, I'm going to turn these into war gates, so that everything would be in order for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by constructing more workers and working in more stalkers. Okay, also a new base could be established over here. Also, I would need defensive perimeter here and there, and
you have not enough minerals.
It does sound like a good idea
Here in the shadows.
For me to
state thy bidding.
Prepare for
you have not enough minerals.
An offensive. So what I'm really expecting here is my opponent to kind of attack me.
You have not enough
minerals. And I'm trying to some extent defend against that with a shield battery and a cannon. Okay. Furthermore, I would need a lot more resources here, and that's that. Sentries could give me a proper number of illusions. Furthermore, everybody from here should start sending in their troops. Also, I'm gonna do exact same thing here. These and one battery. Okay, now all newly built troops could go in here. I'm going to hit this hard with a chroma boost, and
I'm here in the shadows.
it's gonna take a bit of time now for me to fully work things out. Also, there are other buildings that I need to build. This one, the War Prism. I could also order an Immortal. These guys need to go here. Need to build more of workers, and more stalkers. Now the balance is a mess, but too bad. I think that it could be. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, oh no. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go, let's go. And let's just kind of go after them now. And oh wow, you go here. We'll go into enemy's base now. And it looks like he's kiting 1 health. Let's take a look at this game, and I think that everything helped me out quite a bit here. What do we see here? It is a turn, and in this encounter I liked a lot
additional supply depots required.
the fact that I was able to get quite a few illusions out. In fact, I've going to change a hotkey here for the illusions. This one into W, not A, and Stalker into A. And that's that. Okay. Because it kind of depends on the situation, but I think that zealots could be a bit more useful. Alright, so he starts with just walling himself off. I like that they didn't got an early drop into my base. However, the Grim Reaper was
Command center upgrade complete.
Making problems, no doubt. And he killed a probe. He's checking out my base. He probably thinks I have 3 bases here, because I've got this one into not a natural. Natural is called the definition, to be precise, of a natural is an expansion, which is the closest, most favorable expansion. And in this case, natural should be here, even if this location looks as equally appropriate. However, this one is just a little bit better in the grand scheme of things, I personally believe. Now let's take a look at things like income.
Add-on complete.
Looks like I'm making a bit more. I have got a few more workers. And we have invested into a colony the same amount, but I have a few more into the army. I have 2 stalkers, he has 3 marines, fine. And all in all, things are looking really good.
Command center upgrade.
And he's just building marines. It looks like he's preparing for the offensive. He has 3 barracks, 4 minutes. And a factory there.
You want a piece of me? Let's have a blast.
Some more facilities to
Research
upgrade.
complete.
The engineering's bay has 2 of these. Squad. How many workers? He has 29 workers. I have 11 workers more, which does give me some income bonus, but not as much. As you can see, our income is actually very similar due to the fact that he's dropping mules. Like the fact that he's dropping mules from 2 bases or even 1 base, because that was probably just recently built. He is making as much money as 10 probes would gather in other circumstances. So probably that's really cool. Now let's just take a look at my stuff here. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm going back to him, and as you can see, if he's not dropping mules, he's making like 950 at max.
Upgrade complete.
Well, I'm making 1500, so he has to drop those mules. So look at that. When the mule drop count has kind of gone into effect, he's making so much more cash. So basically, as far as I'm aware, if a turn focuses on the economy, he could in fact make more money than Protoss in this case, or maybe even Zerg, probably even Zerg as well, if a turn has same number of harvesters. Now here my harvesters are increasing, his are not. However, he does decide to move on to the offensive with the Viking, 2 tanks, 4 marauders and 13 marines. So that's a nice squad. I have 10 stalkers, 6 sentries. Sentries for illusions, and look at that, just when I try to march out, I move out and I focus fire on his tank. He has no medevacs. I kind of make a lot of illusions, and he is shooting those illusions while taking damage from all those stalkers. It's good that he didn't kill my war prison here, and that's that. It looks like I'm able to chase him further, and at the same time I'm warping in more units. He can't retreat properly, and it looks like at this point he is going to GG out. That's it. In any case, probably he would have died. Look at those shots. Done. Now, next I'm going to get back on my feet a little bit better and play another match as a Protoss on Asian server. Let's take a look. Who am I going to face here? So all in all, when playing somebody who has like 2800, 2900 or so MMR, that player is kind of consistently expanding. Things are without a doubt in order. Here, once again, I will be playing as against a Terran. Against a Terran as a Protoss. Okay, let's do just that then. And well, my first objective here is going to be a Warlock here. Okay, and I'm going to build Stalkers as my defense. I do need that because my opponent is without a doubt coming at me with a
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough.
Reaper, and the Reaper is very dangerous. If left unchecked, he can kill all of my workers by just kind of consistently kiting, moving, and never stopping. There are some ways to kind of get around this, and for example, one of the ways is to build static defense. Another way is to build
You have not enough minerals.
stalkers, static defense. That's all I can think of. So pretty much just kind of try defending yourself, okay? And that's exactly what I'll try to do here. I'm going to build myself some static defense, just like that. Let's go for shields instead, and a stalker here. Done. Alright. I'm gonna perma boost the stalker, consistently build workers. Good. It looks like I have just enough money for everything. Structure completed. Good. Having some defense is really cool. Here I'm gonna build some more defenses as well. So this should give me slight advantage.
I'm here in the shadows.
Just in case it's actually kind of needed. Alright, so here let's start going into
Not enough energy.
that other base here. And what do I need next? I could construct myself another one of these, move into a war gate and build pylons for space. I don't have energy to chrono boost anything. I do have some easy defenses here. Can't build that, unfortunately. Can't do it. How unfortunate is that? That's pretty unfortunate. In any case, now I can promo boost that, and let's just continue building stalkers and go for additional upgrades. What else is on my mind? Probably I'm just gonna build some more gateways. Make sure I'm constructing workers, and all should go well. Here
in the shadows.
it looks like I'm in a position where I need to go for another base, actually. Okay, 2 additional ones there, and some of these pylons should make things a bit easier. Okay, now I'm gonna build more stalkers. Okay, that's cool. The pylons are finishing, and I need that.
You have not enough minerals.
Also, some more.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Okay. This guy is being healed. Oh no, he couldn't get away. He couldn't get away. Okay, let's go. Let's chase them. Let's see how this would go. And it looks like it went quite well. Let's just kinda go after them then. Also, hopefully that will do. Alright, let's go. Let's see how well I can do. And it looks like I'm doing very poorly. Extremely poorly, in fact. Okay, let's just surprise how bad that was. Let's shoot.
Mineral field depleted.
Alright.
I'm here in the shadows.
He is here in the shadows. Also here,
Not enough minerals.
not in the shadows. I need a war prism.
Here in the shadows.
This war prism should send some troops north. And all in all, just construct stalkers. And I do have a badge. Oh yeah, look at that. We are approaching the enemy. And let's just attack further. Okay, I need to retreat. So here he kind of moved out. I think that's a mistake. And fine. I need more space. Alright, here I could send troops around. They can start mining. Also from here, some of these could go in, and I need more workers. Okay, these guys can go here. These need to turn.
I'm here.
And I don't need them here anymore. So I need zealots in this case, I guess, and I need to advance on their positions. Hopefully that will work. Come on, shoot. Everybody's shooting. Good. These guys need to go in further and blast everything. We'll destroy the Nexus, and that will be all of it. So far this game went really cool. That was reasonably smooth. I like the fact that I managed to siege him in and lure him out. He wasn't 100% defending, losing like a few units out there. And I was surprised just how effective the bunkers were. So I had a sizable number of stalkers. Probably I needed to make sure that only one bunker shoots at my stalkers. Maybe then things would have been different. In any case, here he's going to first of all set up a defensive perimeter instead of
SCV ready. Oh, it's on.
building himself another base. So let's take a look at that again. So he kind of moves in to attack me there. And what do we see? We see 4 stalkers. One of them is being nicely supported by a shield battery. And I couldn't get him out of the fight. I kind of couldn't even blink him out. I needed to micro him out of the fight. And that didn't happen. In any case, 4 stalkers versus these guys. And I think they ran a bit too close. so they were not shooting quickly enough, but they did kill the stalker. So those marauders are really kind of a mess to deal with. Here my troops showed up, and I had quite a few of the stalkers here, but they did not do nearly enough. So look at that. That's a sizable force, 5 stalkers, and they're kind of dropping like flies against 8 marines in bunkers. Alright, what could I have done? Probably I just needed to wait for reinforcements. In any case, that many stalkers won't do much. However, I am building troops non-stop, and I have an income with 47 workers, which isn't bad at all. He's not mining his second base, he's just kind of thinking of a counterattack. And there are a lot of stalkers here. I have some upgrades
Mineral field depleted.
there, and it doesn't look like I can successfully kind of win. I thought that those bunkers are going to be enough to do it, but it didn't look like it. It looks like he's kind of waiting for something there. He's definitely sieged. That other bunker almost blew up from fire, which is low health disadvantage. And that's that. It looks like I'm making a lot more money. I have more workers, much larger force than his, and that's that. Soon I will approach, and here I'm attacking. He's not even looking, but look at that. I moved my force on the ramp, and all of my stalkers can shoot, or most of them, not all, and that's that. Looks like I've successfully gained the victory. And look at that, he built himself a battle cruiser. So with that battle cruiser, in this scenario, he would have been able to warp into one of my bases here. And look at that, I had photon cannon, so that battle cruiser would be harmed, but only slightly. Enough time would be given for my probes to get away. Besides, there were shield batteries in some of the areas. 2 out of 3 were fully defended, I would guess, with a photon cannon and a shield battery. One was only with photon cannon, the third one didn't have much at all. I had 54 workers in total, 2,267. It's not always clear if the worker count indicates the exact income, because as you can see, not all the workers are mining at 100% capability. And look at that, just during the explosion itself, just before this ends up being eliminated, my opponent decided to leave the game. Done. Another thing I want to check out in the hotkeys, it's the stop. So where exactly is it? It's right here. It's a bit far away, really, very far away. Maybe there is anything else, like I or you. Probably I would work very well, or reasonably well, than most of the other stuff out there. And precisely this slash. Okay, so I'm jumping through into I, and all of my units would stop with I. Hold position B, patrol with B. Don't use that much and still don't kind of realize its potential. Attack 8A and follow or move, in this case with caps lock. Order select the units to move to target area or follow the target unit. Moving units will not engage enemies. Okay.